commercial vehicle repairs.
The radio's fixed and fairly sensitive, but the sound is very muddy, so I'm going to have to
Wayfair's biggest sale of the year is back.
change some capacitors.
April 26th for 3 days only.
The first two capacitors I'll change are this one here, from the plate to ground, and this coupling capacitor here, this 0.002. So I had to take the tubes out and take that tube chassis out and move it out so I could access these components underneath here. So that one right there, the yellow one, yellowish, is what I'm going to replace. That's the 0.002, I believe it is, coupling capacitor from this tube to this tube. So I'm going to replace that with this one down here. I've replaced this coupling capacitor, and it still sounds kind of muddy. Sounds quite muddy still. It's improved a little bit. So I'll have to start replacing some more capacitors. Here I've replaced the 0.002 coupling capacitor, and now I think I will replace this 0.05 microfarad capacitor. That large capacitor, the 0.05, I got that mixed up with this one here. Once I scraped off the wax, I could tell it was a 0.05, so I replaced that, and it didn't change anything in the sound. The sound still is muddy, so I'll replace the rest of them. Right there you can see I changed this capacitor, and as I said, once I scraped off the wax, I could see that it was 0.05. Let's see here, right there, right there, 0.05 microfarads. I've replaced all the capacitors now, and I'm going to put the tubes in and see how it works.
How the system works, how
so
your
now
vote is
I've
counted, what
put in
happens,
all the capacitors,
actually elected,
and
where
the radio has a nice tone.
188.
Troops on the ground. That clears out, but you have all lane. We don't say that. Come in. Cowan University. Where is it? North Carolina. Okay. I'm going to be required to move from...
Mainly sunny, windy to a high of 13 degrees. Tonight, cloudy, a 40% chance of showers, and a low of 8.
The clicking is just something out of my control, but it works really well now, so I'm very happy with it. This radio is receiving a station in the middle of the day from over 100 miles away. Let's say 120, 130 miles away. And that is in full volume. Amazing, what a little 4-tube radio from 1946, how sensitive it is.
Ukrainian troops, President Zelensky say Russian forces are still shooting and sending attack drones.
I'm very happy with it. So one thing I'll mention before I close this video, I'll just show how I power this. That's a conventional, it could be a carbon zinc or alkaline. You'd probably want to put an alkaline in it. That's the 1.5 volt battery for the tube filaments. And the B plus is provided by these batteries, 9 volt batteries. I'll put them all in series. There's 6 here. And it seems to work pretty well. I don't know how long they'll last. I'm not really using it much, more of a demonstration thing. But eventually I think I'll think up some kind of maybe a rechargeable battery pack, and maybe some kind of a little voltage booster. But in the meantime, I'll just use this. They fit in perfectly well.